Hey, welcome to another episode of Marketing Briefs. My name is Kumar, and today we're going to talk about something that isn't exactly marketing, but it's one of the ways to get more money into your pocket. So let me ask you the question, how do we feel about clients that don't pay? Yes, we tend to have the same feeling. We hate them. But here's the problem we run into. We get all bent out of shape, we get all pissed off, and we forget about collecting the money. So today, I am going to give you an easy 3-step process by which you can use to collect money that is owed to you and ultimately end up with more money in your pocket. But before we get into that, let's talk about how not to collect money. And this is what a lot of business owners and entrepreneurs do. Now, I'll preface this by saying all of us, every single one of us has been in this situation where we've had to collect money from a client, or if we're pretty savvy and we get our money up front, there's the occasion where we say, you know what, that's fine, pay me later, and we don't get paid and we need to collect money. So here's the stuff you shouldn't do. Don't harass your clients. Now, the reason I say not to harass them is because usually the harassment is pretty lame. We're just pretty angry. We start sending out emails saying, hey, you got some money? Hey, you got some, you think you can pay me this month? Hey, you know that you said that you were going to close some more business this week and just wanted to see if you close that business and you're going to be able to pay me something. It's kind of like begging. It's not even harassment. It's sad. So don't do it. The second thing you don't want to do is you don't want to threaten them. Threatening phone calls, threatening letters, lawyer letters, which as you may have guessed, I've sent a few in my life. They're really quite boring and reasonably ineffective unless the person actually has the money to pay you. If they have the money and they're threatened with litigation, okay, it might work. But if they don't have the money and they're still in communication with you and they're decent people, they may just not have the funds to pay you, don't threaten them. It's going to kind of create more of a rift between the two of you and you're going to be unable to get your money. Oh, and one thing to remember is the longer you wait to collect your money, the less of a chance you have of getting it. Which brings me to the next point. Don't ignore them. If you ignore them, you know what they're thinking? They're like, woohoo, got away with it. Don't owe them any money. Don't let them get into that mindset. Make sure you're in touch with them. Make sure that they know that they owe you money and that you want your money. Now, the last thing, which is the worst thing you could possibly do, is keep working with them. And I understand. You might be thinking, hey, let me just maintain good relationships with them. Let me keep working with them, taking care of them, and they'll get the money and they'll pay me. And I don't want to piss them off, because if I piss them off and stop working with them, they're never going to pay me. Guess what? Guess what's going to happen? You're going to end up in more debt, and they're probably still not going to pay you. So don't keep working with them. Break off ties. Let them know that once they pay you the money, they can hop back on as your client. So let's talk about how you are going to collect money. Here are 3 easy steps to get your money. Step number 1, talk to them. Actually, you know what that should say? That should say connect with them. And what I mean by that is let them know that you understand their circumstances. Maybe they just had a child. Maybe they just bought a house. Maybe they just lost their job. Maybe there's a reason that they don't have the money to pay you right now. Now, I understand that reason may be because, she's going out and buying a new Louis Vuitton bag and that's why she doesn't have money to pay you, which is a different issue altogether, and we'll discuss that some other time. But connect with them, let them know that, hey, I've been where you are, and if you're an entrepreneur, you probably have. I understand times get tough. I understand that sometimes you don't have the money. I've been there. On the flip side, you want them to connect with you as well. Let them know that you run a business, that you need the money to run your business, to pay your employees, to keep a roof over your head, to feed your family, to take care of your life. You're just like anyone else. Let them understand that you're human and not an entity. That's what I say when I say talk to them or connect with them. Step number 2, ask them what they can do and let them tell you what they can do. So let's just say you have a client who owes you $10,000. Ask him or her, what can you do? How much can you pay? How much can you pay a month? Maybe they'll come back to you and say, well, I could probably pay you $1,000 a month. Now, before you say anything, turn to them and say, is that the best you can do? You could probably do a little bit more, right? and then shut up. One of two things is going to happen. They're either going to say, yeah, I could probably do $1,200 or $1,500, or they're going to say, no, really, $1,000 is the most that I can do. There's no way I can go above that. Cool. Now you chime in and say, great. I don't think we're that far off, and I think we can definitely work something out. I was thinking closer to $2,000 a month. So why don't we do this? Why don't we split the difference, and we'll do $1,500 a month. That way, you're stretching a little bit, I'm coming down a little bit, but we're both happy. What do you say? The best that can happen is they agree to your $1,500 a month. The worst that can happen is you accept their $1,000 a month. Either way, you're getting money in that you didn't have before. Okay? Don't get greedy. Do not get greedy. And remember, have this talk with them, because the longer you wait, the less chance you have of getting paid. Finally, this is important, get them set up on a credit card payment plan. And the reason I say credit card payment plan is because now you can say, okay, $10,000, they're going to pay me $1,000 a month. Guess what? Math's pretty simple. I'm going to set this to automatically bill you every 30 days for $1,000. The only thing they can really do is they can cancel their credit card to avoid payment, which to this date, I've never had a client do. And if they do that, all right, well, go back to slide 1 and repeat the process. Now, the other thing to note is that with a credit card, you have to know that you are not responsible for their fiscal responsibility. If they have a 25% interest rate with their credit card, guess what? Let them figure that out with their credit card. Let them make minimum payments. You are not responsible for your client's financial responsibility. Now, if you are a financial planner, please disregard that last sentence. But for the rest of us, let them owe the money to the credit card company instead of to you. You get paid for what you've done, and let them figure out with the credit card company what they're going to do. That's pretty much it. That's it. Now go get your money. And what I mean by go get your money is start making these calls. Because if you don't make these calls, go back to slide 1, look at point number 3. It says don't ignore them. They'll think they got a freebie. So make sure you make the calls, connect with them, set up a payment plan, get them paying on their credit card every month or every week or every 2 months, whatever schedule you figure out, but get them paying you so that you have money in your pocket. All right? This is Marketing Briefs. My name is Samir Kumar. Here's what I want you to do. Go down below, and in the comments, I want you to tell me the most innovative strategy that you've ever come up with for collecting money from clients that haven't paid you. That's it. I'll catch you guys later. Take care.